You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was four people that were doing it.
I know, but
4 people that I put major targets on their back ahead of time. In this case, we're getting rid of the people with the targets on their back. We're not the people with the targets on their back.
No, I understand.
But the horsemen had already put the targets on their back. The underdogs overthrew them. Yeah, after they got overly arrogant about it, but they were 4.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but the thing was, is they were 5.
Beginning.
Because Holly would have done absolutely anything, anything in New York that Jace would have said.
But we're 7 without him. So we would be 8 becoming 7. They were 5 becoming 4.
7 turns to 6 real quick, though.
Well, that's been,
I mean, remember, too, 7 can turn into 5 with 2 on the block.
He's going to go home, so he shouldn't even...
No. All I'm saying is... listen, all I'm saying is, this is something that made me think. What do you think I'm talking to you right now?
Yeah. Well, I don't quite see the comparison, and I
There
don't know
was more, though. Yeah. There was.
But I don't even know what the rationale for saying that would be.
Well, something.
But theoretically, who would be the people that would be reacting to this and rallying against it?
What do you mean?
You're saying it's the beginning of the end.
No. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, they were 5. Mm-hmm. They killed one of their own.
Right.
Okay, that's the basic bottom line.
And the fact is, regardless of the fact that you had a good day with him yesterday, he's not one of our own.
No. You're really, really off base here, and you're really, really off point. It has nothing to do with... It has nothing to do with him at all.
I might just be missing the point. Yeah.
Okay, it has to do with... Okay, so there's a big difference between me talking to Nick.
Yeah.
This has absolutely nothing to do with it. I've had a good relationship with Nick since I've been here. Yeah. I voiced my opinion. I laid it all out. I was very, very open, very, very honest about the entire thing. Right. The only thing that makes me think is what I'm talking about.
Right. Yes.
Source.
Yeah, I'm questioning though what is the comparison if it's not about the Nick aspect of it?
Well, the comparison is that they cut off one of their own and killed one of their own. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the comparison.
Right.
That's what, through all of the different scenarios, that's what I get out of it.
Right.
Okay? Now, all I'm saying, I know where your head's at, and you know where my head's at. All I'm saying is, this thing makes you stop and go, okay, and that's why I'm bringing it to you.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I don't perceive him as being one of our own.
It's not a matter of what you perceive. It's a matter of...
No, some people in our unit perceive him as being one of their own.
But don't misinterpret what I'm saying. This has nothing to do with any one of us. It has to do with... Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Not entirely. Not entirely, no. I'm trying to. It has to... Okay, you're saying it's coming... There's a perspective that's coming from a bigger place that is outlining it as if that's the case.
Well, all I'm saying is was my interpretation is all. Nothing more?
No, I know. I'm not entirely certain that
the comparisons and everything else are just... make me stop and go, okay? And otherwise I wouldn't be, trust me, dude, I'm not floundering, I'm not wavering, I'm bringing it to you, I'm not bringing it to the group.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to process what exactly you think that the long-term implication was.
You have 5 dedicated,
and
then all of a sudden, boom, they cut off one of their own. Why? Because Scott was jealous of Holly.
But whatever. I guess, and you're saying it's not specific to him, but it has to be specific to him because he's the one that we're cutting off in this scenario. Well, unless you're suggesting that we're cutting off Amber or Danielle by doing it.
Yeah. No, Holly, equal in scenario. Yeah. It doesn't matter the number of people on this side. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with, it has to do with basically the
weakening
interpretation of what side we think he's on, and are we following up?
I understand. Your impression is saying that a person who's
He
observing
could be
the entire...
just as dedicated to our side,
a person
knowing, with us reading shit into what really didn't happen.
Okay.
I know that there's a bunch of and I was one that vocalized with you, right? I stood up and I said, what about this, what about that, what about this? And above all and everything else, it's the whole thing.
Right, but the thing, okay, so I understand what you're saying. So you're saying is, if it's coming from a maybe broader perspective that he is in good standing,
right,
then why not take out the person who's not in good standing? But the fact is,
I'm not even saying that. All I'm saying is,
okay, but
this makes me stop and think.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, whatever the case may be with him, I would rather go to the battle 7-3 with him gone than 8-2 with him here. I think I still have a better chance moving forward in that scenario.
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is, you have to stop and think. You have to. I mean, you have to.
Well, no, because I don't frankly care. Not to be like a dick about it. I don't frankly care if he is 100% loyal to 1 or 2 or even 3 members of the group. If he's not loyal to all of us at large, it doesn't do me any good.
Went up on him and kicked him out of my room and all this other shit. I understand.
This is my point. So I'm saying him being passionately and deeply loyal to Danielle, Amber, and Dustin doesn't do much for me anyway.
No, but what I'm saying right now, right here, is that might be misinterpreted as well. It's not.
Well, I can
that,
tell you,
but
there's no interpretation whatsoever.
Let's say
that I have a good relationship with him.
Well, let's say it is the group, not necessarily you. Take the personal, take the personalities out. Say the group. Not Amber, not this one, not Danielle, not me.
Well, I don't perceive this to be the case because he doesn't have relationships with 4 members of the group.
Doesn't matter the group, but you know what? Every single person doesn't have a great relationship with everyone else.
Well,
just working together.
He's never been a part of the discussion since it's been configured as the way it is.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just throwing it out there.